I've tried to start this video like 3 times now, but I never know how to start anything like this. Because usually, you know, I've said it before, usually I try to start my videos off with a little bit of a monologue and shit like that. But this is like somewhat of a serious topic, so it's a little bit hard to because I don't really want to, you know, go around joking about something like this. Because, like I said, this has got to do with assault. This has got to do with abuse, you know, in a relationship. So it's kind of hard to like start this video off. But obviously, you know, like the title says, I'm going to be talking about this recent allegations that have come out of Wilbur being accused by his ex-girlfriend. Shelby. I had to just quickly double check her name because I fucking went out of my brain. Or she's also known by like her creator name, her content name as Shubble. So recently, and I'm going to show a few clips just in a few minutes, just because I want to kind of get the basis of like what I saw first on the internet and how my brain like automatically perceived all of this. So first of all, I saw this Dexterito article, and I also saw Drama Alert posted as well. But I saw that Dexterito and Drama Alert posted this, saying that YouTuber Shubble or Shelby called out her ex-boyfriends for excessive biting, labeling it as abuse, and fans were quick to point fingers at streamer Wilbur, who shortly after he released a statement, which we were going to talk about in a bit as well. But when I first saw that initial like headline, to me, I thought it was kind of stupid, because when you see that like someone's being accused of abuse for biting, you think that to me, I automatically think that, and I think that's kind of stupid. Because if you've ever been in a relationship before, you know that when you're in a relationship, and I'm not like obviously trying to lighten the situation, I'm just trying to say how like when I initially saw the headline, when you're in a relationship, play fighting happens all the time, and you know, you do cutesy little stupid stuff. And then I've also seen on TikTok so many times, I'm going to put a couple of examples on the screen now, of girls doing this to their boyfriends all the fucking time. Where like girls will just randomly bite their boyfriend's arms like really fucking hard, and like, you know, where they leave like teeth marks. And to me, like, so when I first saw that initial headline, I thought it was kind of dumb. I was just like, how are you labeling like this biting as abuse? But then obviously, like always, and obviously I'm not just going to jump into the video straight away. I'm obviously going to do a little bit more, you know, a little bit more research onto Twitter, see what other people are saying, and see if I can find any more evidence of like, you know, things being said, photos of like abuse, or like, you know, any evidence that like Shelby has put out of abuse, or anything that she has said, or anything, like I said, that other people are saying. And the first thing I saw on Twitter when I searched up his name was everyone shitting on this guy. Everyone was shitting on Shelby's ex Wilbur. And if you don't know who he is, he's a YouTuber. He's been around for a few years now. He originally apparently started off making reaction content. Then he got very popular because he joined up with like Dream on the Dream SMP server. Fucking another Minecrafter we're talking about, god damn it. And then recently he started to do music as well. He hasn't posted in about a year, but the last thing that he did upload had to do with something in the music realm. But like I said, when I first saw this, I was very shocked because all I had seen was that, oh, he just bit his girlfriend. Like, I was just like, and like I said, because I'd seen other couples do this before, you know, and I've had that in a relationship where, like, you know, my partner's bitten me in the past. I bit my partner. It was nothing like excessive. It wasn't like abuse in any single way. It was just kind of play fighting or being dumb, you know. So when I first saw all this, I was just like, why are people shitting on this guy so much? And then I found the clips. And when I found the clips of Shelby speaking out in this situation, that's when I made up my fucking mind. Because it's not like my mind was made up before, like I saw any of these clips and like saw her talk about this even more. I just feel like these articles, or you know, these headlines that people are putting out first, they're kind of downplaying a little bit. So I'm going to show the clip here, and there's several other ones, and I don't want to get you know, show too many clips of it, but I'm just going to show this one here because this one to me is the one that stood out the most from all of them.
Needed him to really stop biting so hard. I didn't like it, and I tried telling him over and over again because he wasn't actually trying at all to not hurt me. But he said he would try at first. And then he started saying things like it was my pain tolerance that was too low, or I'm exaggerating how much it actually hurts. He's not even biting that hard. I'm being dramatic. But his biting escalated to a point where I was covered in bruises all over my arms, and they hurt, and he would poke at them for fun. And he even felt so comfortable showing off my bruises that he had caused to our friends because he would bite me so hard by accident. By accident, he would even joke that it looked like he abused me.
So obviously after watching that, even if you were like me, where you've just clicked on this video or you haven't really read much into it, you know, your brain would automatically think like biting, like excessive, like, yeah, that would be labeled as like maybe annoying or like, you know, you're hurting it, but I wouldn't necessarily label it as abuse. But once I saw this clip of what she had said and how excessive it really was, and the fact that she had told him multiple times that like, please stop it. Please just like downplay on it. And not just the fact that, you know, she was telling him to downplay it, but the fact that he would push on her bruises to the point where, like, if you've ever pushed on a bruise, that shit fucking hurts. I don't know if you've ever had a bruise before, but I have. I used to get bruises a lot when I used to play Australian rules football, which is like very physical. It's like a bit of like, you know, it's got like some kind of, you know, it's hard to explain if you don't know what Aussie rules is, but there's a lot of contact in Aussie rules, and we don't wear pads, so I would cop so many bruises. I was a very like, you know, under rough player, so I would cop many bruises, and touching those bruises, they fucking hurt. And I don't see why he would keep on doing that. And the fact that then he was showing them to other people, showing them to his friends to like almost glorify the fact that like, hey, look at this. I'm hurting my girlfriend. I'm giving my girlfriend bruises. Like, fuck. If I bit my girlfriend, like out of a plaything or just like, I don't know, it's a fucking thing that you're doing because it's, you know, just a cutesy relationship thing or whatever the hell it may be. And then I saw I was bruising her. Fuck, that would flip my whole entire mind around. I'd be like, man, what the fuck am I doing? I'm harming the girl that I'm meant to be in a relationship with. And not only that, like I said, and then he would go on to say like, it looks like I'm abusing you. It almost makes it seem like he liked that shit. That he liked the fact that it seemed like he was abusing his girlfriend. There's also other clips. And like I said, I wanted to show too many clips because I don't want to just, you know, have this video just be clips of her talking because, you know, I'm not sure if that clip is from her stream or from like a YouTube video, but I've just pulled it from Twitter. But there was also other clips of like one where she was talking about how they were play fighting kind of less, and he pinned her down and he said to her, oh, see if you can get out of this. And obviously, you know, if you're a man, you have just natural upper body strength, you know, more than like a woman does, unless, you know, she trains and you fucking don't at all. But naturally, men have more body strength, so of course a woman's going to struggle to get out of it if you've pinned her down. And when she was just like, oh, you know, I can't break out of this, like there's no chance of me breaking out of this, he kind of said like, just imagine what I could do. What the fuck? That's some psycho shit. That's some weird ass shit to say. I would never say that to my girlfriend in a million fucking years. And like I mentioned near the start with the Dexterito headline said it, is that he actually brought out a supposed apology. And fuck me, YouTube apologies to me are terrible. They're too long and they make it out like, you know, they try to gain some kind of sympathy for themselves, and I'm sure I'll probably be showing it on the screen now. And you can pause if you want to read the whole entire thing. I'm not going to read it out because it is like, you know, 3-4 fucking paragraphs long. But to me, like I said, it doesn't seem like he's fully taking accountability for this. He does mention at the start that, you know, he wants to emphasize that although he feels fair to offer his perspective, you know, saying that her feelings are still valid, and admitting that he became a little bit disrespectful and selfish near the end of the relationship. I mean, which, you know, if a relationship does start to deteriorate, usually, you know, one or both of you will start to do like, you know, kind of shitty things. But it just feels like, you know, where the point where he said that he understood it as, you know, the biting, that kind of behavior being consensual and playful. But then she goes and talks about how she mentioned to him to stop it, or to at least like stop doing that to the extent that he was doing it, in terms of like biting so hard to the point where she would get bruises, and then him poking at them and, you know, showing them to friends. I'm sorry, buddy, but you must be stupid, or obviously just trying to downplay this and try to make it seem like it's really not that bad, because you're lying. It's clearly a fucking lie. She told you multiple times to stop this, and you kept on doing it. There's also a TikTok as well that I saw when I was like looking through Twitter, and it was just a fan of Wilbur's, or a supposed former fan now, I'd have to say. of her just mentioning like about how she met him and how he was just came off as a little bit disrespectful like towards fans as well. So that's why a lot of people on Twitter, at least from what I've seen, that like no one's defending this man. Usually whenever something goes down like this, usually there will be a few people defending him or defending like the side that's like, you know, in the worse off, and taking like the offender's side, you know, just to be like, hey, you know, let's wait for evidence, let's wait for more stuff to come out. But it's obviously seen like from what she said, and obviously, you know, you obviously want to like support the victim when it comes to any kind of abuse. You know, you don't want to like downplay abuse in any type of fucking way, whatever. I definitely think that more shit will probably come out on Twitter, or it'll probably get dealt with in private, which I hope that the rest of it does, because I usually hate to see like people's personal lives be skewed out fully on the internet. Not just because like it's not that fact that I don't like seeing it, but yeah, it's good that like if someone's being abused, a victim, it's good for a victim to come out. But I hate for them, because I feel like, you know, whenever it gets like fully skewed and everything gets laid out on the table and there's pictures and like everything's shown out, I kind of feel bad for them, because then they get put in that like spotlight a little bit too much. But I hope she's doing all right. In the video that I showed, it seems like she was trying to hold back tears a little bit, which, like I said, I don't blame her at all. But yeah, everyone is shitting on this guy. No one seems to be backing him up. I definitely wouldn't be surprised if, you know, if I had to delve into Twitter a little bit more and really scroll down, there would be some people that are just like, hey, no, this guy didn't do anything wrong. But like I said, from what she said, yeah, he fucking did. From the initial headline of Dexterito, I was just like, that doesn't seem that bad. And then when I heard what she had to say, I'm like, all right, now I fucking get it. Now I get why people are shitting on this guy so fucking much. And I mean, it's fucking deserved. But let me know what you guys think about this down below. That's it from me. Peace out.